Hey, what's going on, people? This is Samar. This is going to be episode 40 of the No Name Podcast. Damn, we made it to 40 of these.
It's a milestone.
Yeah, a little bit of a milestone. I got my man Mike with me. Got my man Wilson with me. We're gonna jump right
Yo,
into it. What's going on,
NBA
Wilson?
is back, man.
Wilson?
What's going on?
You go. Wait. What's up? What's going on?
We got a team Wilson today.
What up, though? Harrison Barnes.
Congrats on 40 episodes. Man.
I'm definitely naming this the Harrison Barnes episode. We about to miss every topic.
Well, when you about Durant?
All right, we're gonna jump right into this. Sixers. Let's start with the Sixers.
They look great.
Man, my guy Ben.
They look great. You're a large adult, son.
Yeah, my large adult son.
Where does that even come from? Like,
I stole that from Celtics fan. He always talks about Marcus Smart.
oh, my
I'm not
boy
gonna name.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. I stole that from Ryan. He calls Marcus Smart his large adult son. So, but all right, Mike Wilson, you guys were you wait, which one? Wilson, you were there, right?
We were all there.
Oh, you both were there.
We're
Okay.
both there.
Oh, okay, my bad. How did you
I said,
guys? What were your thoughts?
Lamar was there in spirit.
I was definitely.
Right. My bad.
You good, bro? What was the thoughts?
Baby LeBron. Baby LeBron. Like, that dude, he's incredible, yo. Like, I don't know about you, Wilson, but like when he grabbed the first, I think he grabbed the first Sixers rebound in the game and just took it on the break, and I was just like, yo, like this dude is like, this is real. Like this is actual, like this is the first dude that I've seen that actually looks like him and LeBron James are from the same planet.
Yeah, like I mean the biggest thing, like it hit me like seeing him that morning at shoot around a little bit, and then finally seeing him like open it up. Like you heard people talk about how fast he is, man.
He is
Like,
fast.
and the thing I liked about it is like LeBron, what I'm saying, for the most part, and LeBron fans, y'all about to be mad. Wasn't really in a post like that early on.
Kid goes smack to the post.
I loved how Philly got him in the post in the half court. So, you know what I'm saying? He could attack and just further break things down. But like, they're going to be so fun to watch and so dangerous. Like, the three of those kids have such a great feel for the game of basketball. Like, even when they made mistakes, like, I don't. Can you say like there's good mistakes, but like you could pull like
they were good ideas.
Okay, thank you. There you go. Like conceptually, they were fine. Just it didn't happen just then, but like from a feel standpoint, man. And then the other thing is, as good as the Wizards did, the Wizards don't have John Wall attacking, like staying on attack mode like he did all night, or even have a point guard John Wall speed in transition. Philly's so freaking fast.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It was incredible. It was really incredible to watch. Simmons, for people who didn't watch the game, finished with 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, and a block. 4 of 6 from the free throw line.
It was a slight 18 because he could have had 30 if he went to the cup looking, for him.
Yeah, and that's the thing about him. Like, he doesn't really look to score. There were like multiple times in transition where I'm like, yo, like, Ben, you're Ben Simmons. Like, go to the cup, man. Like, you can get to the rim anytime you want.
That'll come. It's so early in his development. That'll come.
But like that, that's the thing though. It's so crazy because the dude is 6'10", but he's also like he plays exactly like a point guard. Like he is what like the way he thinks about basketball is the same way that like I mean, it's really like a very similar way to LeBron James. Like, not saying that he's on the same level as LeBron at this point, but like the way that he sees the floor and thinks about the game is always 2 steps ahead. Like there was one play where he had the ball coming down in transition in the fourth quarter. I think they could have taken a lead on this play. Jody Meeks was at the rim. He was under the rim. I think Otto Porter was on the wing defending Jared Bayless. And Bayless eventually like swung to the corner and like Otto Porter and Jody Meeks are nothing for Ben Simmons, right? He's 6'10" and however many pounds.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, so they're irrelevant. But like he had the presence of mind to take another dribble, cross the 3-point line, and kick the ball out to Jared Bayless. Bayless missed the shot, but like that was still a good play. You know, and it's just things like that, seeing things like that from him that are just incredible, honestly.
And then like the other thing that I loved was how many times did you see Joel walk into a 3 as a trailer?
He didn't make one, but he took some pretty good ones.
Not that
I honestly thought he didn't.
Go ahead.
I didn't think he shot enough of them. Like he had a lot of open threes.
And that's what I'm saying is like I'm talking about like going forward, like how easy that was created because he's a decent enough shooter. Like that's gonna cause such problems with Ben coming straight at you, right? And you know we mentioned LeBron a couple times. That dude's coming straight at you. There's a couple Wizards players that made business decisions a couple times. You know when he got below the foul line, you know he's coming at you like a bat out of hell. JoJo's trailing, he's just right there, and like. The night that Cove had was crazy.
Yeah, that was insane.
I was just so impressed with like 3 of their top players being so young. Their spacing wasn't really jacked up last night at all.
Nah, that's the thing. Like
it's not gonna be at all this season.
No, it definitely isn't. It definitely isn't. Because one, they have shooters, right? Yeah. Like, and I think that's the thing. Especially with Fultz going through what he's going through with his jump shot. Yeah, it's crazy.
That he didn't need to change. Good
yeah,
guy.
But Jared Bayless is like he's decent enough, right, to where like you have a shooting threat at point. You have one, definitely have one at the 2, with JJ Redick. You got one at the 5, right, with JoJo, and then either you playing Covington or Sarge.
Sarge is not okay. So Sarge isn't gonna see much time at the 3, I don't think.
Probably not. Well, Simmons was at 3 yesterday.
Yeah, for stretches, yeah.
That's pretty much how. Like when watching the game, like that's kind of how I interpreted things. I guess that's how they worked across. I don't know if you saw the same, was it?
I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, I would agree with that because, like, defensively, he was on 3s and 4s, and offensively, what I did like was even when Markelle was in, he wasn't playing point guard.
Yeah,
which you know, going back to
Markelle's not going to, and that's kind of the reason why they drafted him because of how well he can play off ball.
Yep.
The one thing about Ben, and I wanted to say this when you were talking about with JoJo trailing, how many trailing 3s he could have ended up getting. The one thing I remember that they didn't really get to practice together.
No, Brett said that after the game.
Yeah, JoJo was just was able to practice 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
to go 5-on-5.
5-on-5.
So
and Markelle hasn't been able to practice either.
Yeah, Markelle hasn't been able to practice at all.
Not Ben, I'm sorry. Coach was saying after the game. So, like, he was impressed, too. Like, I mean, look, bro, they're going to cause so much problems for the East.
Yeah, and I mean, think about it. Like, they had some of their rotation players didn't even play yesterday. From last year, didn't even play yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, you had Rashawn Holmes is hurt, right?
Yeah, something's up with his wrist. He got a cast on the wrist.
And those are probably Amir Johnson's minutes, right? Like, are we okay?
Yeah, when he comes back, he's gonna play. They love him. Brett Brown loves him.
He's good though. Like,
yeah,
Nah, he's a great piece of them.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
What's the called didn't play yesterday either, and I think he's gonna play some this year. Of course, I'm gonna say, nah. Funny guy.
let me look at their roster real
The
quick.
kid from UVA, Justin Anderson.
Justin Anderson.
Oh yeah. They like.
Hold up, wait a minute, bro. They got Jacob Pullen on their team.
Yeah.
Yo, I got a good team. Talking about Jacob Pullen's my man.
Yeah,
I see.
They have a nice.
He was Jimmer before Jimmer.
But like for real, like this, like maybe 3 minutes into that game, it was just like, you know what I'm saying, like you mess with them on 2K, whatever. But it was just like, bro, like they're real, they're healthy. Like it was just dope seeing all three of them on the court at the same time.
Yeah.
I do want to get into Fultz, but before that, I do want to talk about Embiid.
I didn't think he played that well yesterday.
I was just gonna say that he at least defensively, he was late a lot defensively, and part of that I think is conditioning. I don't know. I didn't get to really listen to Brett Brown's conference. Did he bring up anything about Joel's conditioning?
I mean, he just listening to him like twice on Friday, he does a great job with them being so young, not really putting anybody out there really, but he made it a point to stress that like they haven't practiced together. They still don't know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like he's made it a point. So I mean, you could take the fact that they ain't practicing, and obviously, you know what I'm saying, with conditioning, you're not gonna have it. So
yeah. Weirdly, I thought Ben's defense was better than I expected it to be. I mean, it's only one game. I'm not gonna do the whole off of one game.
But you didn't think he was gonna be good?
No, I didn't think he was gonna be good at all on defense. I didn't expect him to be. No, I don't expect him to be good at all on defense.
I mean, but honestly though, like you gotta think about who he was guarding for most of the night. Like
that's true.
Jason Smith played. He only played the first quarter, right? But then like even then, like Mike Scott was the 4 for a lot of time. It was only until like the second half where Kelly Oubre kind of went on. So, like, I don't think we've seen like Ben hasn't been challenged defensively to this point, and it's only one game.
Yeah, it's only game one. But like I said, I don't really expect him to be, only because he's so young. I don't expect him to be really good on defense. But if he is, that's just.
I mean, one of the things I think one game that I didn't like defensively was he didn't with his size, like he seemed more than willing to slide in and, you know what I'm saying, to slide into other bigs. You know what I'm saying? If Joe was out of position or especially just to go hit the glass, like he wasn't like against it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
he's definitely he
was willing, I guess. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's been him since, I mean, that was even him at LSU, which the knock
you
on
can't
him
count anything at LSU though.
No, I'm just saying, like, the knock on him was so weird. Because even at LSU, he rebounded, he defended pretty well. He would slide over and help. I never understood the knock on him at LSU.
I mean, we're in a place where people say anything. If enough people go along with it, they'll just say it. And eventually, it becomes something that's somewhat sounds like the truth. But
yeah,
I don't get it. I'm with you. I didn't have, and that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't have I didn't go into that game even thinking about him defense. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't come in with any preconceived ideas. Like for me, like everything at LSU, I got thrown out the window after the kid essentially said he went to school because he had to go to school. So I didn't care about anything in college.
Yo, shout out to the NBA for potentially circumventing that in the future. By the way,
you said what?
Say shout out to the NBA for potentially circumventing that in the future with this.
They're getting rid of the one and done rule. Yeah,
the G League draft like that.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of it. I hope they do. That would be so good. Because then you don't have situations like this. You can get rid of corrupt colleges and Jesus, the college system is so bad. We've talked about this before, though. So, I want to move on to Fultz now.
It's tough to really say anything because he didn't get too much run anyway. I think he only played like 18 minutes.
It's not even just that. I mean, I've just off of stuff that I've heard. I feel like he's going to be the most frustrating player
Why
for the Sixers. It's not that he doesn't work hard, because that's not the case at all. But there is concern about some of the stuff that he does. I mean, like the changing his free throw or changing his shot was one thing, and that was a big story here because none of the coaching staff knew, and it's stuff like that you hear about him a lot. And like even with the practices, there's been rumors that he goes off on his own a lot of times and works with his own people. So I just stuff like that. It just makes me feel like he'll be frustrating for the
organization.
Yeah, he'll be frustrating at least this year.
I think a lot of that's just overblown. Like even with the shot thing, like I think it's stupid. I also think that like I think it was in the fourth quarter when he hit that fadeaway, he took it looked like he said F it mentally and took his old shot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I just think some of the stuff with the people around him, he'll sort all that out because, like when you make that change, sometimes it's not really the kid that's changing the most, but everybody around him.
Yeah. Well, and
you know what I'm saying? So you got to let him go through it a little bit.
And when I say frustrating, now, even though I kind of said organization, I don't really mean, I mean more so media. Like the media here is, the Philly media is horrible, low key. And I don't think
it's not low key.
Okay, so people do realize outside of the area how bad the media is here.
I actually do not.
I heard it was bad.
Sykes,
I didn't know how bad it was until being around them Friday.
It is hard. The media here is horrible. It is
like what's it called? They almost. I'm not gonna say that. I'm leaving that alone. Just yep.
Like I need somebody to explain it to me.
Well, we'll talk, bro. I don't want to.
I ain't saying that, but we still recording, right? So
I don't. Well, I just don't want to throw none of my mans under the bus. I know a couple people out here that write for different sites and different.
No, I was about to say because I know some Philly folks that are good though.
I know it's some. Of course, everywhere you go, there's some good. But I'll say this: the media here they're very intense and they're very what's the word I'm looking for?
Oh, are they like the Skins media out here? Is that what you're talking about?
A little bit. But like, yeah, so Smart, I agree with you. So if you're saying kind of like his natural disposition, the way he goes about his business is going to be blown into something extra for no reason by the media.
Oh, yes. They're going to make that into they'll make that into a story. They're going to milk it as a story.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you.
That's what the media here does.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They take every little thing and they milk it. And I get that they do that everywhere, but people don't realize how big of a market Philly is. Because we haven't been good and not even just good. We haven't really mattered in years. So like people don't realize how big the market is here.
There were like 20 media members there on Friday, at least.
Did you see any of the people from Bust the Process?
From who?
Bust the Process.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know them if you pointed them out to me in a lineup or give me a
Yes.
Mike, you saw them?
Yes.
I was going to go.
Should have.
I decided not to at the last minute. I was like,
they were
before I could buy the pit ticket.
It was so crazy because people were like, there was a trust the process chant.
Right. Oh nah. So Mike, where we were sitting at, up there, like right, like literally, like maybe like 20 feet to the left of the press box. It was like 4 Philly sections all night.
Right. Those are people that Gaines is talking about.
Yeah, those are the Bust the Process people.
Yeah, I got to hear them all night long.
March, they're going to the Milwaukee game in March, and I'm probably gonna go there. I will probably go with them. As long as
why not? Let's be honest, Ben. That sounds fun.
They called John Wall overrated.
Yeah, they were wilding.
Yeah, that was yeah.
I was like, dang. That's what Evan Turner gets you.
Because the Sixers are going to be a story now, and they'll be somewhat good, probably. People are going to realize how annoying and obnoxious the Sixers fans are. that's gonna be
people
fun.
already hate Eagles fans.
That's Philly fans, period. That's Philly fans.
Yeah, but the Sixers haven't mattered in so long that people didn't even think the Sixers had fans. So,
Philly hasn't won a Super Bowl and they still have fans and they're loud. Like, bruh, that's like the whole existence of being pointless, and we still hear them. So,
oh man, let's see out here the Sixers fans. I think the Sixers fans are worse because this team is so young.
I think Eagle fans are worse.
Shout out to Eagles fans, man.
You'll see.
I mean, it's not gonna bother me.
Shout out Carson Wentz.
No, we're not doing that, bro.
That boy might be good. I don't really know. I haven't watched the game in weeks.
We're not. I don't. I don't acknowledge anything NFL. So we're moving on now. Forget the NFL. Cavs. I'm just saying, Cavs. Y'all just got your thoughts. Go ahead.
So, does this Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose thing work? Like,
no.
Do we think that this works at all? Like, what do they have to do? Is it Derrick comes back in the starting?
You can't. Well, you can't bench Rose right now because you don't have who you gonna start.
I mean, you could slide Wade to the one. I mean, Wade played the one before. He's done it in the NBA.
So are you asking LeBron to go full point guard mode?
You could. I mean, listen, we are in 2017, right? Ambiguity is a thing, right? Like our society is now like we all like this whole the blurred lines stuff, right?
But
like,
okay,
we like to blur lines. So why not?
Hold on. Is that really a thing for point guards? Is it?
Yeah,
because there's a line.
Giannis is I mean, okay, so like
there's your special, unique, very, very different players. Your Giannis is. I mean, I have one on my team, Ben Simmons, but
LeBron freaking James, like, yeah, like, why even play this game? Like, why play this game?
Because I don't think they want LeBron to have the playmaking responsibility solely all year long.
You also have D Wade, who, like I said on Tuesday, has one of the most underrated handles of all time. So I feel like between those two, you'd be pretty good.
Until once IT comes back, I feel like they'll be fine. Everything is sliding into place.
Man, when IT comes back, they're dangerous if they let IT do IT things. But like if he's like Sacramento IT, then
I think they'll let him. They'll let him do IT things. I mean, him doing IT things.
But I don't know if they let him do Boston IT things. Is what I mean. Because like,
how much different is it going to be than? I mean, it's going to be different, but how much different is it going to be than what Kyrie did last year?
A lot.
I was about to say, IT's not Kyrie Irving though.
He's not. But what
Kyrie
I'm saying
is a special isolation player.
So what I'm saying is, I'm asking you to break down what exactly they would have to do for IT to do IT things in Cleveland.
Like, you gotta really have an offense that's kind of catered to the boy. Like, you gotta bring him off his screen because he's so small, right? And like players are able to. Like if you got Isaiah Thomas in isolation, not saying that like he's easy to guard or anything like that, but like if you just like you want him one-on-one with,
it makes him easier to guard. Right.
But if he's allowed to use his quickness off of a screen or is catching these dribble handoffs at full speed going downhill to the rim, like that's difficult. That's really difficult, and I don't think Cleveland is like they don't have that system in place.
So I mean, it all depends on Ty Lue, right? Because I do think you can kind of do like Kevin Love can kind of mimic what Al Horford did last year. Why too?
He can, but they don't do that. That's not their game.
Like,
though.
I would actually say Kevin Love might be better at that than Al Horford.
I mean, maybe.
I don't think he's a better screener, but I think he's a better passer, and he's a more. I mean, you're gonna stay with Kevin Love a lot more than you would probably with Al Horford, right?
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. Like they would. If Love is equally effective, if not more effective, right?
Yeah. So going from there, what do you do with Derrick Rose when IT comes back?
Benching?
I mean, will he accept that? Is what I'm saying.
Does he have a choice?
I feel like this thing is going in so ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
if it ends ugly, what does that mean for their offseason?
LeBron's probably different, but I mean that might have happened anyway.
I mean, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, where can LeBron go?
Exactly.
Anywhere. No. I know he can go anywhere, but like realistically, where would LeBron go?
Clippers.
Blake hitting these threes. DeAndre. What if he was like, I feel like going to New Orleans? You know, with another top 5 player. Again.
Nah. on that note, we're gonna move on again. So the Celtics. So now Gordon Hayward. Unfortunately, Gordon Hayward was injured the other day. Where do they go from here? Wilson?
I mean, you gotta just
gonna laugh, bro.
Look, man, you just gotta keep playing and just hope that the little kids grow up, quicker than they needed them to before Gordon went down. I mean, nothing left you can do. Like, hopefully, what's it called? Tatum at the 4. You might have to.
I am
playing the 3. So I mean, I don't know.
It's one game. I just wasn't impressed by Tatum the other night. Honestly, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe because I feel like he's playing out of position, obviously, as the 4 here. Like, yeah, he's good on the glass, but like he was so uncomfortable out there outside of transition.
Yeah, his first game in the NBA.
Yeah, his first game
against LeBron.
Like LeBron was on the floor. Like,
but even against Milwaukee. Right, like,
bro, that's okay. He got LeBron.
Giannis was on the floor.
He wasn't guarding them though. Like, he's playing the floor. Jaylen Brown is on those boys. Like, nah,
he's
like,
still on the floor.
Listen, no.
Like,
look.
You see how Giannis was dunking all over niggas?
Yo, Mike, Giannis was walking around like literally anybody could get it, and you mad at a kid for possibly being shut. Like,
listen, it's not even about him being like. I just don't know. I don't know about him as a
Bro, you see how he dunked on Baines though?
Aaron Baines gotta retire.
Why would you be
matter of fact, let's pause, take a second here, and eulogize TLC and Aaron Baines for a second, because
bruh. We're not taking a second, but
we're gonna take a second. Rest in peace to my man Timothé Luwawu.
Nah. Hey, yeah. TJ McConnell was part of that too.
Rest in peace, TJ McConnell. We knew you well. You were feisty. Yeah. You were gritty.
Nah,
you were white.
TJ never goes away.
And you played
ball. Went down.
TJ will never go away, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he from that Dellavedova school of point guard. You know what I'm saying? But you
get fried.
He took his L. And he allowed his other man to get an L. So it is.
I'm still wondering why you were like you're talking about Tatum, bro. Like Giannis was just dunking on everybody.
Hold on.
He's not going to look. You're not going to look comfortable. Giannis out here just jumping over everybody.
Aaron Baines, who got dunked on in midair twice, basically, when Giannis switched hands on the way down on the board. Like, rest in peace to the boy Aaron Baines. We knew you well. Feisty, gritty. He was Australian. You know what I mean? Yeah,
bro. Australia got to declare war on Greece after that. Giannis out here causing World War III.
Hey, yo, that leader probably texted them like, "Hey, yo, you see what your man's did?" Like, bro.
Okay, we can move on now.
But nah, I get what you're saying with Tatum, but like, it's still so early. Like, we just gotta wait. We gotta You gotta wait.
It definitely is early, but I just have not been impressed, honestly.
I mean, we
But
could.
I've liked what
I
I've
think
seen from Jalen Brown.
You said what?
I said I've seen what I like from Jalen Brown so far.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, you put the work
Like,
in. Ain't no surprises, man.
Yeah, the jumper looks a lot better. I mean, he is ridiculously athletic.
Things that you already knew. Like, man.
I didn't know he was that athletic. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you did. That's all
Nah,
he
you didn't
did
watch
at Kyle, boy.
You didn't watch him in college?
No,
So all he
I
did was
actually didn't. I didn't watch him in college. I'm sorry.
That's why the thing on him was he was raw. That's what that means.
Like he ran,
coming out.
he jumped, he caught bodies.
Your man
That was
LeBron
your
made
man's
a pure business decision.
You said who?
Brown made a pure business decision on that fast break early in the game.
Even the best ain't out here trying to
doing
get
that a lot
banged
this
on.
season.
And Brown is 33 now?
It's not worth it. Oh, I'm not blaming him.
Yeah, I
no.
ain't saying he's wrong for it.
Mike,
Just pointing out the fact that he made that business decision.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just simply saying they keep growing these 6'10", 7 foot walking. Like, nah, dog, I ain't mad at him. Jalen got too much bounce. I ain't mad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't trying to get banged on either, fam. Like, no, I'm good. I'll get out the way.
Hey, look, you got out the way in the finals, so at least you set a precedent. So
listen,
bruh.
Listen,
Wilson, you got chill.
KD caught some
what
bodies.
I do?
You got chill.
What I do? What did I do?
All right. So for the Celtics,
hold on 1 second. You didn't get out the way.
He got out the way, but for the Celtics, for the Celtics, yeah, it's just all about. It's all about the young guys, watching the young guys grow. This has got to be a weird situation for Kyrie, though.
Yeah. Speaking of which, he was terrible yesterday.
I thought he was terrible both games, but
yeah. So I liked him game one in terms of.
I did not.
You gotta just let him go through it, man.
I like the decisions that he made for the most part. Not even like just passing, but like shot selection wise too.
Oh yeah, he ain't take no bad shots in game one. He had moments, but
he still like they targeted the boy on defense. And
yeah,
that's like that ain't changed. You know what I'm saying? Like they had to go through that with Isaiah. They're gonna have to go through that with Kyrie.
I mean, he asked for it. So.
And now the team is worse defensively.
Yeah.
Probably they don't have. I mean, in terms of help on that back end, they don't have any.
Yeah, they need a. I mean, I get Al Horford has good numbers at the rim and just center third, but they need a real an actual shot blocker.
Al Horford has gotten eaten alive by Cleveland as many times as ever. Like I don't even I can't even think of the proper metaphor.
Yeah, but I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like numbers wise, he's good.
I'm saying this is what I'm saying. Like I've seen Al Horford is fake to me.
Yeah,
Al Horford is good. He's gonna put up good numbers. He's gonna have a good regular season. But when things matter and they've got to play, two good big men, I just don't know how useful Al Horford is. And granted, he was really good against the Wizards last year, but that was with Markieff Morris on a thumb ankle.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, that was the point I was going to make. Though. I was going to say, numbers-wise, Al Horford is good, but it's when you watch the games and you watch them play against certain teams, it's like, oh, yeah.
It's just different. Yeah.
It's like, okay. I get it. I mean,
nothing really out here right now, baller.
Baines helps a lot in that regard, which is weird because I don't think Baines is good at all.
He was decent last year. He's a decent rotation player, right?
I mean, when I say he's not good, I mean you know what he is. Like he's just a big body who can rebound and he's tough. There's literally nothing else to Baines.
So do you guys think that Tatum and Brown can make up this Hayward thing? Like,
yeah.
Where are we on that?
No.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with Samar, but
that's fine.
I think
if we're just talking actual numbers, yes, those two can make up probably Hayward's numbers, but just his impact, no.
Hayward what lineup should they throw out there now?
I mean, that's the lineup they're gonna have to throw out there. Like, I don't know what else. What other lineup can they throw out there?
How far is what's it called? Is what's it called? I know they chose to start Tatum at the 4. Is the Morris twin that they have? He's not hurt, right?
Marcus,
he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt right now.
Oh, he's hurt too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, when he gets back, I'd go Kyrie and the 2 young boys.
But
and then
so no, like you guys don't give any thought to possibly starting Baines.
No.
Alongside
for what?
I mean, because right now you got Marcus Smart in there.
Nah,
they have no shooters, bro. Like, that's the thing.
You gotta. I mean, unfortunately, this is the position they put themselves in. You kind of have to. They gave up a lot of depth to end up to get. You know what I mean? To get what they got. So.
Yeah, I mean, they got to thug it out until the Morris twins healthy enough to start the 4. Then you could put the 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? Put the 2 kids.
I mean, I don't even. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, at least till then, so we can see.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, right now, it's just too, like, I mean, they just got to thug this out.
Team was a -15 yesterday.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you still got to wait. Like, what's it called? Kyrie probably won't be all the way, like, mostly bad habits going acclimated to Brad's offense
Kyrie's
for, like, a
bad
month.
habits ain't going nowhere.
So,
the boy's 25, been in the league for what?
I mean, you gotta live.
Years now.
You gotta live with it, and I'm pretty sure Brad Stevens knows that too. Certain players, you gotta live with that. It is what it is.
Stevens is a great coach, and that he coaches around that kind of stuff.
yeah, I'm still saying, like, I think there'll be a little bit, like, I think Kyrie will be a little bit more comfortable once he gets more acclimated in the system, like, in 2 games.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
All right. So Mike wanted to talk about the Pelicans. So I'm gonna let Mike go for a second.
Can this work? Like, that's
Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins.
Can Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins work? Because, like, those two alone have been great, right? Like, they put up numbers yesterday. Let me pull up their box score real quick. I think.
I mean, I'm not worried about them too.
I was gonna say, why you're doing that? I was gonna answer the same and say the same thing Wilson just said.
Yeah, like, I'm not worried about those 2. Those 2 work fine. It's the things around them.
Yeah, if they had shooting around them, I would be okay with it.
Yeah, like, literally, if they had 3 shooters around them, that'd be a fun team.
Yeah, I wouldn't. There would be no issues at all with 3 shooters around.
Or
them.
2 shooters and a slasher. It would still be a fun team.
Or just an NBA starting level wing.
What Samar said. So literally, just help.
So they combined 63 points, 28 rebounds, 8 blocks.
There you go,
bruh.
Yes, sir.
Bruh, all you need is NBA starting level wings, and you can be fine.
Lost the game.
But again,
they dropped all that money on Drew Holiday for him to go 2 for 11 on opening night.
Hey, bad teams do bad things. I'd never co-sign that. They don't understand that.
They had no choice. The Drew Holiday thing is they couldn't replace him. They had no cap space to replace him. It is what it is.
I kind of want this to work.
I guess
I do too, but it's probably not going to work because they don't have NBA wings.
They don't.
Antoine Moore is good.
Bruh, he's a good player. Yes, he's a solid rotation player. Is he an NBA starting wing?
Nah.
They don't have NBA starting players at the other 3 positions.
They don't. I think that's so. Like, how do you even get?
Almost nights Drew Holiday is a starting point guard. Almost nights Drew Holiday is an NBA starting point guard.
I meant what I said, and I said what I meant.
They got 3 NBA starting players.
I just don't.
They got 2.
They got 2. That's it.
That's it. They got the 2 that come out. What was that line, Mike? 63, 28.
63, 28, and 8 blocks.
Oh, hey, if they had a third,
Boogie had 7 of those blocks. That's how you know they should have won.
So what did anybody else do? Like, what the hell?
And they only scored 91 points.
Oh, see, you can't even tell the Drew Holiday thing, bro. You gotta let that go. See,
All right. Yeah. Yes.
Hold on. They didn't even hit a hundo. Nah.
It's two.
In the
Yeah, they only have
Timberwolves game,
they have two NBA players, starting NBA
Hey, Mike,
players.
so Mike, real quick, just to put a great like emphasis on this, how many people played not name those two in that game?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, that you answered your question. Cool, we done here.
The the
9 people for 30 points, bro. Not
5
even, right?
bench players that they played: Ian Clark,
So,
Tony Allen, Jordan Crawford, Darius Miller, and Sheik Diallo.
all right. So my next question
And
would be:
Diallo only played 1 minute, so that's like garbage time.
where's DeMarcus Cousins going, and then where's Anthony Davis getting traded to?
Nowhere.
I think
They both out of here.
Boogie.
I think Boogie ends up here.
Fam.
Boogie to
Come
DC. AD is going to the Celtics or the Lakers.
Nah. He got to go somewhere weird. It equally as weird as New Orleans.
Nah, he's going somewhere nice after this.
He got to go.
He got to be blessed after this.
Yeah, he got to be blessed after this.
No,
Bro,
he doesn't.
yo,
Boy going to Cleveland. They're going to
You
get a
waste
Brady
Nah,
pickup.
how old is he?
no. You wasted a top 5 team. I mean, a top
It's
5
cool.
player.
How old is he? How old is he?
23?
So he still got 7 more KG years of nothingness. He gonna go somewhere.
I was about to say the boy, like
Stop.
he just signed the deal though. Like the Pelicans do not have to trade this man.
Nah, AD's
They
there.
don't have to, but when he demands that trade next year, at the Boogie, sign somewhere else.
Hey, look, for real, like I already know how Boogie gets here. Though.
Bro, they didn't put NBA starting wings around him.
Hey, look, it's gonna be.
I mean, you saying that games, but like it's hard to get NBA star wings out here.
No, it's not.
It is though.
It's not hard to get
it
NBA
took the Clippers. It took the Clippers still don't really have that. Honestly,
That's because they don't know what one of those is.
You keep naming bad teams or badly run teams.
a bad team. I was about to say they won 55 the last 5 years.
That's what they GM.
Okay,
They gave Austin Rivers $11 million.
okay, but I'm saying like they're a good team though. Like
How much money did they give Austin Rivers, Wilson?
It doesn't matter. They still didn't get NBA. Like I don't care.
And I actually like Austin Rivers, but how much money did they give Austin Rivers?
Bro, the Sixers got like more wings on their bench than the Pelicans have. Period.
Bruh, Robert Covington makes like he doesn't. I don't think he makes $1 million this year.
I'm aware.
but that's look.
Go ahead, Mike.
I get it.
Justify it. Justify that.
I'm not gonna justify y'all not paying Robert Covington.
It's
Yo,
not
you know
even,
the wild-
no, it's not even that we don't pay Robert Covington. It's the fact
Nah,
that
look.
that you can find these players.
I got another one for you though. So before you signed Drew Holiday, Rudy Gay was a free agent, and you still signed Drew Holiday.
They had to sign.
They didn't have the cap space. They didn't even have the caps. I don't think they had. They might have had like
Nah, they were
9
capped
million
out.
yeah.
What they
Oh, they were
should have done.
Well, see, that's on them. I don't have
What
any.
they should have done is traded for Rubio,
Yeah. That
and
would've
then
been-
let Drew walk, then spend that money on NBA starting.
yeah,
caliber win.
that would have
Well,
been
anyway.
again. Smart teams.
Hey, they might have Anthony Davis might have like Gortat and Porter next year. Yeah.
Oh boy,
What?
shout out to Otto Porter, man.
I'm not saying it in a bad way. And
Nah, I know
like,
what you're saying.
I'm not saying it in a bad way. Like,
I know what you're saying though. Like
Porter's an NBA starting wing, so
this is not. It's not about to happen though. Like
he'll be the
that-
first NBA starting wing.
there is
Anthony Davis will
literally-
play with.
Look,
Hey, yo, Sykes.
Otto Porter. First of all, Otto Porter is so much less tradable now that he's gotten paid. Like,
Yeah,
so that's one. That's definitely not. Like you would have to trade. Like Kelly Oubre would have to play like he did yesterday, all season long,
Okay.
for that to happen. And like that
Okay.
is feasible, but like even then, still like
We're talking about it a year away from now. Like,
the Wizards are not like. I don't think they're into this whole DeMarcus Cousins thing. From
Okay.
everything that I've heard, everything that I've read, they're just not
So,
into it. Like,
Zach
I would
Lowe-
not be upset about it.
really quick. Zach Lowe has said that he talked in conversations with a few different GMs. like 20 teams have a no Boogie rule where they just won't bring Boogie into their team.
That's what's up.
I don't know if the Wizards are on that list.
Probably, but it's just like Rasheed though, bro. Like,
yeah,
it sounds good until you have them.
Right, it sounds good until you like, oh, if he's out here acting right.
Unless you don't put NBA wings in there, and then it kind of sucks.
But like, if it was the Wizards, then like, okay.
Yeah, you got NBA wings there, so it'd be okay. It'd be fine. It would work out perfectly.
Like it'd be fine.
How you don't got NBA wings in this NBA?
It'd be fun because you're stupid.
Bro, every team has wings.
Not every team.
Every team but like 3. It's like 3 teams without wings.
Darius Miller could be something.
He could be. But Boogie and Anthony Davis are ready to win today.
You know,
oh my God.
Jordan Crawford. Why do they have Jordan Crawford?
Because their other wings are so bad that Jordan Crawford is an option.
No, like I don't know. I just don't understand.
We spent way too much time talking about that.
Because they're interesting. They're really interesting.
They are interesting. It's just funny because they don't have NBA wings. So it's hilarious to me. Bro, they can't even play the way that they should play because they don't have shooting. Like, they have nothing around those two.
Who that? Larry Nash has pinned DeAndre Jordan's dunk on the backboard.
There was a team I wanted to talk about just now. Oh, Timberwolves.
Ho-hum.
I am I'm not in on them at all.
I don't know.
I'm all the way off.
I'm not all the way off on anyone after 1 week except Jason Tatum apparently.
Well, no, I've been off of them all off season when everybody's been saying that they were going to be this great team.
I feel like you know, every year the same thing happens where like we are captivated by this you know, the generational talent that is X player. Like 2 years ago was Anthony Davis. Last year was Towns. This year again it's Towns. And you know, I feel like people jumped the gun on them.
And we did with Davis. We did with Towns. I don't even.
People definitely did with Aaron Davis, but at least he was on a team that made the playoffs, right?
I mean, did we jump the gun with Towns? I mean, Towns is that. Towns
is that, but like, there's a difference between Towns being the player that he is and Towns being the player that is taking the Timberwolves to the postseason. Like,
I mean, you got to play defense.
It could definitely happen this year. Like, it could still happen
bro.
this year.
Towns got to play defense.
No, he got to play defense, but like, again, this is just one game that we saw. Yes.
Yeah, but if you take this one game and then you also put it into last season too.
But like
Towns doesn't play defense.
He doesn't. But we at the same time, like I feel like we can't just we can't put them in the box yet, right? Like
we can't. But it's just frustrating. Nor does Wiggins, which is so frustrating.
Yeah, because Wiggins is supposed to be an all-world defender.
Yes, I was so wrong on Wiggins. My exact words before the draft were, at the very least, Wiggins will be the best defender, one of the best defenders in the league. At the very least, that's all he is one of the like 5 best defenders in the league, which is fine.
Focus on getting them buckets for him.
I mean, you get paid off getting buckets, but
he got that max. But Jimmy Butler wasn't good.
Nah, he wasn't good last night.
And I was kind of surprised by that. I'm not sure why I was surprised, because I mean this team is weird. Like, this team is just weirdly constructed, I guess.
You know what else is weird? Why did you trade Rubio?
They already didn't have enough shooting. They already. How many threes did they shoot yesterday?
Is Rubio really a worse shooter than Teague?
Nah, but at least Teague would take the boys.
Like
Teague
But
will put
then
him up. Like,
Rubio
and
will
Nick
actually
Teague
play
is a much
defense.
worse defender. Yeah.
Yeah, like Rubio actually play defense. Rubio will actually get guys involved in the game.
Yeah, Rubio definitely could have helped this team
Like
a bit more, I think.
I thought Rubio was the perfect point guard for this team.
Because he's kind of like Rondo in Boston.
Yeah, like you got your three guys.
Like, I don't know if he can play that way still in today's NBA.
Rubio.
I mean, just
He's been doing it.
But no, but I'm saying like the Bulls also haven't been good, but the way where like you're winning, but you also have a point guard who literally just cannot shoot.
But can Rubio not shoot?
No, I don't think Rubio can shoot. He also can't score generally. Like he can't finish at the Rubio.
He can't finish at the rim. Nah, he can't finish at the rim.
Really weird player. Like,
but I actually, so I would have to look up the numbers, but I'm pretty sure I feel like he's a good catch and shoot player. Like he can make an open three, which is really all I care about. If you have Jimmy,
but there's a difference between making an open three and being an actual threat from there, right? Like,
oh, definitely.
Do you need him to, like, is this a team that needs their point guard to make an open three, or is it a team that needs their point guard to be a threat? Because, like, I would say that they need one that could be a threat, and Jeff Teague isn't that either. Like, don't get me wrong.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they traded. At the end of the day, they traded Rubio and got a worse option at point guard.
Yeah,
a much worse option. If I feel like Jeff Teague is a much worse player. A much worse player. That's such a weird.
Yeah, no, he's definitely
a weird way to say it, but
yeah. But no, I mean, even like just they only took 19 threes yesterday, and like in today's NBA, there are very few teams who have done that and have been successful. And like,
that's going to be a normal night for them, though. Like, I feel like that's around where they'll be 19 to 25 threes.
That's not enough though. Like, you gotta be at least in the early 20s.
Who's taking threes though on that team?
That's the most on the team. He made 4 of them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but that's the question though. Who's going to be the guy that's taking the threes?
Somebody got to.
Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins.
2 or 3. And like, I'm not even this dude who's like, oh, you gotta take the threes, blah blah blah. But like, it's hard to play today with how smart defenses are if you don't have anyone who's doing this.
Yeah.
And I don't have anyone.
Hey, Wilson.
What's up?
What are your thoughts on the Timberwolves?
Man, y'all like realize like it's 2 games, man. Y'all. Yo, my bad.
You good, bro? I don't know.
I hit the mute button because I'm slow. I was just saying, it's 2 games, man. Just let this stuff figure its stuff out, man. Like, I do agree with y'all. Y'all already know how I feel about the whole T thing, so I'm right there with you. But I mean, you just gotta. They still young, man. They'll figure it out or they won't. Like, it is what it is. Like, but yeah, I think everybody probably got a little too excited about them a little too quickly.
So part of my issue too, though, is like you kind of have to, because they have to win, right? Like they have to make the playoffs. They have to be a good team because. Well, I only say that because Jimmy Butler's contract.
If Jimmy Butler leaves, who cares?
Like I'm with Mike on that. Like the Jimmy Butler thing, like, and this is the thing for Jimmy Butler. If anything, I look at this season like you're supposed to be the dude who brings leadership or all this other crap people are talking about. So like if it doesn't work, they can just let you. Like who cares? Like what's important is Wiggins and Towns. Like nobody cares.
I mean that is true. Yes, but
you know what I'm saying? Like either gonna be here or you're not.
Like was the third option on the team yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Like I think the other thing is like, what's it called? You still gotta like a lot of these teams with these new players are still going through that thing with figuring out who gets the ball, win everything else. So I mean,
true.
Oh, okay.
Like Mike said, dude's the third option. When he realizes he's the third option, everything might get a little bit better.
No, I'm saying he
He's not the
was
third option.
yesterday.
Yeah,
Like
was yesterday.
he
He needs
shouldn't
to be.
be. I don't think he should be, but that's what it.
Yeah.
But listen, though, like here, their plus minus from yesterday. Towns is even.
Yeah.
From the starting lineup, Taj Gibson minus 17, Jimmy Butler minus 19, Jeff Teague minus 17, Andrew Wiggins minus 19. So
Teague felt like a minus like 30.
But
He was
everyone
awful.
on their bench except Gorgie Jang was plus and almost in double digits. Baz was plus 11. Bielisa was plus 15.
That's horrible.
I figure some things out, man.
Yeah, so I mean, there's
Oh, no, it's still early.
it's still early, but that's definitely a concern. Like I always throw open and night stuff out because
Yeah.
well, it's open tonight and like
Yeah.
weird stuff always happens on open night. That's just crazy.
That's a good transition. Speaking of open tonight, I mean, I feel like we can have fun with this one. So the Phoenix Suns.
Shout out to the Suns for getting punished. Like we needed that. We needed someone to get.
What did they end up losing by? Was it 40?
48 NBA record season opener.
Man, that's disgusting. Like
Tank.
Like that's really embracing the tank, man. Michael Porter Jr. is about to live in fear.
I was about to say Michael Porter Jr. I hope he likes dry weather.
For Marvin Bagley, they might go with Bagley because they already got Devin Booker, who's a generational scorer. Right?
So. Is he?
Oh my!
Is that what he is, bro?
Hey, y'all are wild.
Is that really what he is?
In the game, he earned it.
Well, you said a generational score. All right, what's the next topic, yo?
Jamal Crawford.
He would scored 12.
That boy Jamal Crawford, bro.
What about him?
Nah, he's saying that's what Devin Booker is.
Oh. Yeah, wow.
Man, I don't know, man. Like this team is just like, yo. I feel like I don't know.
They're young.
It's just so like I hate to see this happen though. Honestly,
somebody got to save Eric Bledsoe.
For a team to get punished like this, like man,
you make bad. You got to live with it. Like I have, like I don't understand
like
how people.
They legit are like okay.
They're trash. You get that.
Denver, please save Eric Bledsoe.
We pulling this 76ers timeline right now.
But they not gonna pull it off as nice as they did.
I was gonna say they not pulling it off as nice as the Sixers did, but
like I feel like this is like
also this is
pulling it off as nice as the Sixers did before last year.
Well, the other thing is this has been way longer than the Sixers. They've been sucking for like
this is the first time they truly like were like okay.
What?
We are.
They've been bad for.
They've been bad. This is the first time that they. No, but they've been bad. But this is the first time they've been like
they've embraced the tank.
We are accepting that we are bad and we are going to.
This is bad management. This is horrible management. Y'all been bad for 4 years. Y'all should have been did this.
Like I'm not gonna pat somebody on the back because they finally looked at the mirror and saw their reflection.
On the back. I'm saying I'm sad about it. Like
maybe y'all could have ended up with Ben Simmons if y'all would have tanked 2 years ago. When y'all should have.
Now they're getting Porter Jr. So
they like Donick.
You just said they're getting which one called?
Bagley. I think they will get Donick. They like collecting point guards.
Is he a point guard? That boy 6'8".
Right. Watch what Phoenix do.
They're getting the slow Euro ball.
Watch what Phoenix do.
What's the slow Euro's name?
Luka Doncic.
Yeah, they're gonna get him.
He got a clip though.
He do, but he's slow.
He is. He is really slow, but he got a clip. Man.
He's so slow.
He got a clip. I ain't gonna hate on the boy. He got a clip.
I'm not hating. I actually like him. He can pass. You know how I feel about players that can pass.
Yeah, we know you love him.
Yeah. God, he is slow.
what's this like? Yeah, okay, yeah.
My bad, Wilson. Did I?
I didn't say what Mike said. I said,
not doing this again. Nope.
That's what I said.
We know games.
My bad, Wilson. I ain't
Yo, I ain't even say all that. Like, it doesn't bother me that deeply.
with my love for people that could pass. But now, I kind of want Eric Bledsoe to get traded today.
He needs to be, man. Like
Yeah.
it makes no sense that him and Tyson Chandler are on this team.
Tyson Chandler deserves it.
Yo, did you see Tyson Chandler's face yesterday?
Wait. Why does he deserve this, Wilson? What did Tyson Chandler do? Tyson Chandler's been a pro all these years, bro.
All these years.
Hey, so be a pro and take these L's, man.
Nah, man. Somebody need to, a contender need to come get Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler
should
went from winning a chip with the mask to this.
Tyson Chandler need to go to the Dubs. Just cut him so he can go sign the Dubs.
It might. Once you choose to chase the bag, it is what it is. Can't look back. Can't look back.
I mean, in his defense, he thought he was going there to play with LaMarcus.
He did. That's his fault.
That's his fault. Damn, they did him so dirty.
Lamar, why would you agree to the deal without LaMarcus agreeing to the deal?
Hey, Sykes. Again.
You can't text that man.
And man was like, yeah, LaMarcus is coming. We're going to be the new Twin Towers. LaMarcus was like, nah.
72 mil?
I'm going to come play with Tim Duncan.
Gotta do it.
Hey, they was like, this is what we offer you. My man was like, secure the bag. And then texted LaMarcus. Come on,
It's
man.
crazy, man. The Suns really fooled themselves in 2013, man. They
Ain't the first time they fooled themselves.
They almost scored.
They've been fooling themselves since like
150
National
games.
Martin.
But they almost won 50 games, bro. Like,
and you thought they was gonna take a jump?
no, I didn't think they thought they was gonna take a jump.
They kind of ruined themselves from there with the whole fiasco with Isaiah and.
Oh yeah, let's sign another point guard to go with our 2 point guards that we already have.
Why not?
Yeah, they messed themselves up. I mean, and the bad thing is like they have my favorite rookie this year, my favorite player in this draft this year. Not rookie because my son. But
Brandon Knight sounds like a great idea. Let's try that.
Let's trade that Laker pick. Let's trade this Lakers pick that's so valuable.
Huh, yeah, I like the sound of this. Yeah, yeah. Suns really did this to themselves, man.
Yeah,
and people still condemn the Morris twins though. Like in that whole situation, people still look at the Morris twins like, oh nah, like they're terrible people.
Like the Suns ain't lied to them. Had them take
Suns ain't lied to them, bro.
Had them take a nice contract so that they could keep them together and then go and trade one of them.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Shout out to Keith.
Shout out to both of them.
I don't know, Marcus.
All right, bro.
All
right, and we're gonna move on to the Nets. Speaking of other teams that fooled themselves in 2013. See, transitions.
The Nets. I still can't believe they made that trade. I remember the day it happened.
So do I. I remember where I was and everything.
Man, this is crazy that they did this. Like,
bro, this trade was so long ago, and it's still affecting them.
Still affecting the whole league, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's still affecting the whole league, and now you got the hopes of your franchise rest on the shoulders of D'Angelo Russell.
Bruh, the Cavs is about to get Michael Porter Jr. Their senior.
They are.
Junior. After LeBron leaves.
Well, if the Nets are still terrible, because I don't think the Nets are gonna be like super terrible.
What team in the East is worse than the Nets right now?
Hawks.
Crazy. Now we're gonna shoot out here shooting 30 shots a game.
Probably the Bulls. I mean, you got to think like, yeah, Schroeder can shoot 30 shots.
But that was
a
a
game.
joke. That was a joke. Schroeder shooting 30 shots a game is horrible. It's a horrible game plan. But he's definitely gonna shoot
other teams real quick.
Nah, you those are the two. That's
maybe
it.
the Magic.
Nah.
Magic are terrible.
They're terrible, but nah, they're gonna win stupid games.
I don't know.
They're the same team they've been for the last 3 years. They win dumb games.
Yeah,
It's
but
literally
the Nets are going to win the actual game. So like,
yeah, it's literally the same team though. Like,
So like I feel like the Nets are better than those three teams.
And then in the West is Phoenix, and that's probably it.
Yeah, because the Northwest Division doesn't have a bad team.
Yeah.
Maybe the Kings. Maybe.
Nah, I actually don't think the Kings are going to be that bad. I mean, they're not like going to be good enough to come close to the playoffs, but I can see them winning 25 games.
Shout out to Buddy Hield.
Shout out to De'Aaron.
Yeah, shout out to De'Aaron, bro.
You got no time for Buddy.
Good yesterday.
Yeah, I can't wait till they play the Kings play the Wizards.
He was
I just
good
want to see
yesterday.
them. I just want to see them two run on the same court.
Yo, did y'all? So that in and out from the other day.
Yep.
Which one?
The joke where like he had the little like layup dunk or whatever.
Oh yeah. Nah. Hey, look.
Yep.
I was like, is that John Wall? I was like, is John Wall playing for the Kings now?
Yep.
Bruh.
It was crazy.
You see how much ground like the defender covered because of the in and out?
It was crazy. But that's
But yeah, I can't wait to see him and Wall on the same court.
that's like Calipari guard from 2009 to like 2010 or 2008 to like 2010. Whatever. Like,
I really do like the Kings, like low-key though.
So do I. I like what they're doing. I like the fact that they put all these vets around Fox, and I actually like what they're doing with Giles too. How they're
they're
not rushing him at all. They're just like, they're like take the whole year if you have to.
Sheesh, because you still got them other two young talented bigs. Fun times.
Yeah. Very smart.
Yeah.
Man.
Stupid teams will be like, we're gonna rush you out there. We want to see what you got. Da da da.
Got their low budget version of Otto Porter and Justin Jackson already. You know what I'm saying? Fun times.
I'm not a fan anymore.
Listen, what'd you think of Malik Monk yesterday?
I didn't watch it. I gotta watch it. I haven't watched it.
What did he do? I didn't watch it either.
He took some really weird shots.
Sounds about right. Sounds about
like
monkish.
Like this is the thing with him. The good thing for him is he's on a team with another guard who's figured out how to get a shot off in the league. The bad thing is he's gonna have to learn shot selection on the fly in the NBA for a team that needs his scoring. So yeah.
Kimba was out there looking like he needed some help. Looking like
that's the story of his life. So we'll always have that year at UConn.
How did Dwight look?
They Lamb looked solid. Dwight looked okay. I think that's something that's gonna take time. Like I think he gotta get used to playing with a point guard with that ball on control. Like sometimes like he roll like real. I'm trying not to curse, so sometimes he doesn't always roll hard.
Twice already.
I'm trying to be a good person, so he's trying to roll. He doesn't always roll hard. I think he got to get used to playing with a different type of guard.
Yeah, but
like playing with him is a little bit.
That's been Dwight every year since he was like 18.
Yeah, I mean, he did his thing on the glass. You know what I'm saying? He protected the rim a little bit or whatever.
Dwight never rolls hard.
He was good defensively, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know if Cody going to get his job back like everybody think, but
I don't think so.
What?
So I don't know if Cody's getting his job back as easy as everyone thinks.
But the plan's not for Cody to get his job back. So
why?
But I mean, everyone seems to think that
because everybody obviously can't listen to what the coach said. Like since when they got Dwight.
Not even that. Not even just that. Like part of that too is also how everybody feels about Dwight. Like I feel like the way we feel about Dwight as a person affects the way we feel about Dwight as a player.
Like he's a Hall of Famer, yo. Like I don't understand it.
Dwight is still a very valuable player. If he's willing to defend, run the floor, and rebound, like.
And he did some of those things. He just got to get used to the offensive part of playing with a different type of point guard. Like, you know what I'm saying? That he just got to get used to Kemba. Period. That's it. Like Mike said, he did the other things. Like that's fine. But Cody not getting his job. Cody too frail to be a starting center in the league. That's why he's coming off the bench. Like, that's it. Like your man literally can't take the pound, and his body ain't big enough.
Yeah.
Can Cody shoot?
As coach said the day that they.
Oh, well, there's no. Yeah. Like if you're not, I feel like you have to be one of those two. Like you either have to be a rim protecting center, or you have to be a little bit of a floor spacing center.
Yeah, I mean,
Like if you're not either one of those two today,
No, I
you
did
kind of
not
don't matter.
realize that Stanley Johnson went 0 of 13 in this game.
he had like a +6 and plus or minus, right?
Yeah, but I don't care. Like,
Nah, I was only saying that because I remember I saw somebody tweeting about it, whatever. I just didn't care.
Yeah, they were talking about how good his defense was.
I didn't care.
And again,
boy played 40 minutes.
if you
What?
can't shoot,
Wait a minute, yo.
if you can't shoot,
Wait a
just-
minute.
I know what I am
Sure.
looking forward to is all these drumming passes, the cutters, the backdoor cutters.
Why did Stanley Johnson play 40 minutes?
because bro, they said his defense was amazing. So
Avery Bradley played 23. Reggie Jackson played 27. Andre Drummond played 22.
bro,
No.
Tobias Harris played 34.
I'm just telling you what
Stanley
they
Johnson
said.
did not make a shot and played for
I'm telling
That's
you.
probably why it's
40
40.
I'm
minutes.
just telling you what they told me, bro. They said his defense was amazing.
This man must have been out here looking like Scottie Pippen or something.
They said
Like that.
he was like
Like, I
prime.
didn't watch it.
I
Or like
watched, this,
Prime
game, I watched this game for a little bit, bro. Like,
I didn't watch it at all.
I was at the seat, but just going through the games, and I went to it.
Yeah.
I mean, like he was like I don't know.
Right,
Like I started watching. I chose to charge my phone instead.
they said he was prime at the job, bro.
Prime nigga job for 40.
Said defensively, he was everywhere.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see tonight, I guess, or tomorrow night, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Last team we'll talk about before I let you guys go. No, I don't even want to talk about the Wizards. We'll save that. Spurs.
Me and Wilson are doing a Wizards pod.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
It's a rumor. It's not yet been confirmed.
It's a room.
You know what I'm saying? Per sources, you know what I'm saying?
We can't break it on my pod.
Nah,
We can't break this.
you know, I just want to keep this whole theme, you know, with MMOS about, you know, confirming things, you know what I'm saying, and clarity to the people. So, we're not going to break anything that can't be confirmed.
So that's why Eddie doesn't come on the podcast anymore.
I got another reason he'll come on the podcast.
All right, we're not going to bash my man Eddie. Real quick before we go to Spurs, I'm so confused by this team.
Why?
This is probably going to be the most confusing team for me all year.
Why are they confusing? Like, why do you find this confusing?
I don't know how they're going to be. Like, I have no clue how they're going to be good, but I know they're going to be good. That's what I'm saying.
How they going to be good? Like, I don't understand why this is something difficult. Why?
Wilson,
Yes.
why are they going to tell me why they're a good team?
Like, I think they caught up with the times a little bit in a couple different areas on their roster. Like, I don't get what the big deal is. I don't get it. Like, I really don't understand why this is difficult.
Yeah, I feel like if Kawhi doesn't play a game this year, they win 50 games still.
I agree with you. So,
I don't get it. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I don't understand.
LaMarcus still a good player.
Like, again, so they had the little clearing of air. LaMarcus,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Some players you just got to talk to him. He was a little assertive or whatever. He wasn't very efficient, but he was at least playing hard, so that was a good thing. You know, you got a lot of pieces that just within that system do their job. You know, the bench probably got a little bit stronger. Some of the kids got a little bit better.
Yeah, talk about him. Talk about the kid.
Who?
DeJounte.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that I said was going to be fine?
Yeah. Let's talk about him.
I'm not going to talk about him at all. We good. Just, I don't understand why this is difficult for you. I don't get it.
Bro. Sykes. I'll talk to Sykes. You get what I'm saying, right?
About
No.
DeJounte?
No, about the team. Like, not understanding how they're going to be good.
Yeah, like they don't have a dude who's just like they don't have a MVP candidate playing right now. They might not have a top 20 NBA player playing right now.
No, it's not a might. There's no might in that question.
They don't have a top 20 player
They have
playing
a
right
top
now.
20 player.
but they still it still feels like they can win
No.
50 games.
Yeah,
Like
this
it's a
team
very
can
good
win
team.
50 games if Kawhi plays 0 games this year. If Kawhi set out the whole year,
Yes.
they would win 50 games, and Pop would still somehow not win Coach of the Year.
Yes. Now, if Kawhi didn't play all year, that would probably help to boost the chances Coach of the Year award. So,
Your man's never gonna win.
that's your man's because you just like really stuck about this. But why is the Spurs thing so frustrating to you? Like I don't understand why it's
Because
confusing.
I don't get how this is going to like. This is going to be a good team.
But they've been doing it for years. Like what is confusing about this? Like I don't
This is a
understand it.
team who legit
But
thought. But hold on,
but I'm
this
just
is a team who legit thought that they could beat the Warriors last year.
yes.
Like they legit thought that.
Okay.
That wasn't a rumor. That wasn't a. They legit thought that they could beat them.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't one of the things that every team tells themselves. Like, yes, we could beat this team,
Mm-hmm.
and they legit think they can beat them this year.
Mm-hmm.
I give up. I give up, bro. All right, anybody got any plugs? I give up on this one.
Like what do you give up by bro, like the way that they do stuff. Okay, so like typically they got like I just think like at least for me, again, doesn't mean nothing to you, probably won't ease your mind at all. So typically they usually got like 3 or 4 of them random type dudes that only fit, you know what I'm saying, in San Antonio in terms of how they fit, right? So you look across this roster, they probably got twice as many of them type of dudes, right?
It's like 7 of them.
Okay.
On this team right now.
Right. So you got more of them type of dudes, right? Some of them dudes been in the system, they grown in the system. You got a couple interesting pieces here and there. I'm sure a lot of people don't like DeJounte as much as I do, but you got a couple interesting pieces here and there.
It might be more
And
than
with
7.
the way that they play, the pieces are going to be fine. They just playing basketball. Like everything fits. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like stuff just fits.
So
it's what good management looks like. Like I don't
think
get
my
it.
question is more of a how do I don't understand how they do this every year. I would never understand how they do this every single year.
I mean, but that's what good organizations do, man. That's how you stay on top. You reload, and you can't get the same type of players everybody does. There's only so many of them type of players.
Pop is incredible.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference between a good organization they'll have 1 or 2 years where things don't go their way.
There you go.
They don't, they only win 40 games, they miss the playoffs, or they finish at that 8th seed or something like that. Since 1999, I think the lowest seed they've ever been is like 5th.
Again,
should have been 5th or 6th since like 99.
They're great.
Yep.
So perfect example. Outside of Timmy, how many of them dudes after Timmy did we knew we're gonna be? Did we think we're gonna be what they became outside of Timmy?
None.
Yeah,
right.
There's nobody you could say.
Right. Okay. So we got through Timmy's whole career. There shouldn't be any doubts left.
But that's the part that's weird. That's not weird than nobody else. That part is not weird. That they land person after person after person. They find perfect system player for them after perfect system player for them after. When's the last time the Spurs have messed up on player evaluation?
I mean, when they do, the person doesn't last, so we don't hear about it.
Yeah, they just cut ties with
like they do the New England thing. Like, oh look, we made a mistake. Bye.
Way past New England. This is way past what New England does.
Yes, it is way past it. I'm just saying, I'm trying to find another similar culture. Like, I'm just saying, like, in terms of when they make a mistake, they don't the mistake doesn't live.
So at some point, I'm going to have to sit down and really talk about the Spurs.
You should.
About the last 25 years.
Who's just like, get a mirror.
I don't understand.
Bruh.
Mike, you got any plugs, bro?
I'm just letting y'all go, fam. Like,
I'm not saying that. I'm listening. Like, I agree with him. Like, to me, it's just not shocking. Like, you've been doing it for so long, man. Like,
but all right, you got any plugs, bro?
Follow me on Twitter.
Whoever.
Follow me on IG at Mike D Sykes. Listen to the I Have a Problem podcast.
Shout out to the I Have a Problem podcast. Dope podcast.
Shout out to the I Have a Problem podcast.
Shout out to it. Yeah, man. Y'all are funny.
Let's see what you got going on, bro.
What was the last thing Syke said?
You say y'all are funny.
Uh,
What you got going on, bro?
Plus, get a Focus TV a follow, give Finest Magazine a follow, give my Mono Sports a follow, and we'll let you guys know about a possible Wizards podcast at some point.
Listen,
in the near future.
we can bang this out right now. Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it at the arena? Like, is that what you want to do? Like, do you want to, or do you want to?
I feel like we shouldn't take time being selfish talking about that on Samara's great podcast.
Right. I don't. Y'all can talk about it. That is completely fine with me.
I don't know, man. I mean, you going to shoot around tomorrow morning?
No, I won't be there tomorrow morning.
All right. So I mean, I guess we can talk about something tomorrow night at some point. Oh, my last little thing I want to say, just shout out to Markelle Fultz for having a patented move like on every level of basketball. Shout out to them.
So random. Shout out.
Hey, bruh. I love the spin. Like, I love that spin move.
That spin is impossible.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. So hold on. How you gonna be like, it's a random shutout, but you agree, like that Drake, why is it so effective?
I've been saying this. Like, that spin is incredible.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
it's legit circle on Madden, bro. Like,
yeah. And then he got like the half Drake, there's different speeds of it.
Yeah, Markelle's gonna be fine. It's already. I know I said it. The podcast is over, but it's already people talking about him as like he might be a bust. Markelle will be completely fine.
Who said he's gonna be a buzz?
Y'all don't live up here.
We live here. There's people here that don't believe in me. So
this is why I was telling, like I said earlier, the Sixers media is one of the worst medias out here.
Oh, yo, I've heard people here who don't like him though. Like, it's cool.
He's weird, but he's going to be fine. He will be a good player.
I'm not going to say names, but like I was told there's a couple people that came to watch last night feeling some type of way about he ain't that special.
That's nice. It's one game. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on IG. Follow me on all the other sites, whatever. SGames31, SGames15, Twitter, IG. I got some stuff coming. I got some photography stuff coming pretty soon. Got some different stuff coming. So give me a follow on both of those. Check out all that stuff. And we'll hopefully have one up next week for you guys.
Hey.